Hi, this is Tandy Gutierrez, and this is another Pimp Your Mat mini vid. This one is just for your wrists, and I feel like I have shot this one a couple of times, but no, it's just been requested a lot, okay? So wrists get a lot of the brunt of the work, especially in planks, push-ups, all fours position, and it's a chronic thing. For most of us nowadays, it's because we text so much, and it starts to build tightness and tension in the forearms and then shoots down, and we think it's carpal tunnel, or maybe it is, but it's really coming from a different place. So you got to take care of your forearms and wrists just like any other part of your body. So you're going to start by leaning forward and putting your arm palm up. You're going to make a fist in the other hand, and you're going to give yourself a very gentle, very minimal massage, and you're just going to press it out. Press with your forearm. These are things you could do at your desk to kind of save your life during the week, and yes, I do it a lot. You're just going to do a couple more, 3, 2, and 1, and then you're going to roll it and maybe do a little bit more on the side, and that one gets a little trickier. Okay, there's no in between and no, compensating for a real massage therapist touch. So if you have the capacity to go get that done, do it. It's so worth it. But in the meantime, if you're kind of in dire straits and you need a little love on the forearms, this can get you through a pinch, okay? One more on this arm, and then go ahead and switch to the other. So just down that front part, probably better if you take your jewelry off when you do it, okay? And just push and give it a good couple sweeps. It's hard to get body weight in this position. Just do the best you can. Sometimes if you pull the elbow in closer, you can get a little bit more leverage. And 2, and 1, and then roll it to the side a little bit and start to head down that side path and pattern of it. As you press out, try to keep your shoulders away from your ears so you don't create tension in your neck and your shoulders as you're trying to help the tension in your forearms and your wrists. Okay, 3, 2, and 1, and then just come up to seated. So you should feel some relief from that. Then you're going to do little circles, best you can one direction. You do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then head the other direction. 10, 9, 8, 7. Give yourself some flair here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Then you're going to set them. You can do this on a wall also, but since we're seated in this position, spread the fingertips out really wide. Put the meaty part of your palm by your hip. So I'll turn, and you're going to push weight into that palm. So then what you'll see is that little thumb that does not want to straighten out. You're going to reach over and grab it. And then I had somebody so kindly ask, what if I can't reach it? Okay, if you have a friend there who can help gently pull them open. If I was in class with you, I'd walk around and I'd help everybody kind of pull them open. If you can't reach it, what you want to try to do is give a little extra rotation in the palm without hurting the shoulder or the wrist, and then sort of spin it on the floor. So you're trying to get traction in the skin or to grab. Or if this is not a very comfortable position, you can take this whole thing to a wall and reach across in front of you, okay? Which is really the traditional way to do it. And you could even, it doesn't give you that much leverage here without a wall in front of you, but that's another version of it. So hold or go to the wall so that you can hold that thumb open for that release. Try to spread the fingers as wide as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then to the other side. So spread the fingertips as wide as you can. If you can work the spin on that thumb so it kind of gets pulled open by the mat, if you can't reach it, and then you can reach across if you can to try to pull things open. Then I shift body weight into that wrist, try to keep it out of the shoulders, to give you more oomph and more release here in just a minute. But again, if this is not a great position for your body or it just doesn't seem to work, go to a wall, put your hand on the wall, fingertips down, and then reach across and pull that thumb open, okay? Shoulders can go down, and then you've got resistance for it. But for right now, we're here on the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, okay? Then, speaking of all fours, we're going to move to all fours. Hands go right underneath the shoulders. And the goal is to use that kind of spin and that traction. Why it's nice to have a sticky mat is that you want to open up the fingers and the thumb. The thumbs you want to try to point towards each other. Spin the eye of the elbow forward. You can either have your pointer finger going straight ahead or your middle finger going straight ahead. It's up to you. And then what I want you to do here is shift your body weight forward. Yes, there's tension in it, and yes, it's a stretch. Then shift back. Okay, take an inhale, exhale, shift forward, and shift back. If the meaty part of your palm will not touch the floor, you're going to take a little washcloth or a little towel, a little hand towel, and you're going to fold it up and you're going to put it underneath the meaty part of the palm so that you get connection to something. You fill the space, okay? And you can use that in planks in the full workouts at pimpyourmat.com for sure to help as your wrists get stronger and or more flexible, okay? One more to shift forward and shift back. Then you're going to very gently place palms facing up, facing you in this all fours position, okay? And then you're going to try to shift back for the stretch, okay? And then you shift forward to release, and then you're going to shift back a little bit for that stretch, or a lot, depending on what your body is capable of. Don't push, mash, or like force anything. You just got to go with the breath, and you got to go with what your body's like, yeah, that's okay, that's cool, keep going. Or if it's really screaming at you, listen to it and don't do it, okay? Take an inhale, exhale, to lengthen back. Last time. And then come forward, okay? Gently come off. You may need to shake them out a little bit. A little shake, 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 okay? And then strengtheners. So the little squeezers for your hands or a little stress ball, they work. They do strengthen the muscles in your wrist. Anytime you make a fist, it kicks on those muscles. So in the full workouts at pimpyourmat.com, I always say to start plank in forearms because that's going to strengthen your wrists. You do not need to do a full long arm plank initially, or really ever. I mean, a forearm plank does a great thing for you, but because that fist will help strengthen your wrist, okay? So in this position, you're going to squeeze your armpit and your fist and really flex your arm for everything you got. Because if your lats in the armpit region is stronger, it will take less of the dumping of the weight out of the wrist. It takes less work for your wrists. Take an inhale, exhale to squeeze. That's what I was trying to say. Meaning that the more you can strengthen the armpit, the better it is for your wrists. Okay, 2, and 1 more. Squeeze. And there you go. So that's your wrist helpers. You could do this 2 to 4 times a week. You could do it in front of any of your PYM workouts at pimpyourmat.com. It could be your own personal warm-up. But if you spend a lot of time either playing a musical instrument or the computer or texting, this is one you want to have in your wheelhouse. If you have any questions about it, leave comments or connect with me at Tandy at pimpyourmat.com.